So today I'm here reviewing the Nissan Micra. This is a 2013 Nissan Micra which I have recently picked up as a part of my used cars business. This is an automatic. It's done just about 45,700 kilometers. The special part about this car is it's an automatic. It's got the keyless entry. It's got the auto folding mirrors. It's got the alloy wheels. The request sensor to enter the car as long as you have the key in your pocket. Comes with 4 power windows, dual airbags, steering mounted controls, and also the start and stop button. This is the integrated music system, the automatic climate control with the piano black finish. The second airbag is over here. We have the door pockets, the chrome finish handles, art leather seats, and of course the automatic gear shift. Comes with adjustable headrest, the rear headrest, and completely foldable rear seat, the rear parcel tray, and a rear wiper. 4 ordinary looking alloy wheels, but back then in 2013 that was kind of a design. Again, there's a request sensor over here, so as long as your key is in your pocket, you can open all the 5 doors. So all in all, this car is in a good condition. Not many scratches, just a few light scratches here and there, but overall the car's not been touched up much, no replacements, and has all the original body panels. Here you find the design of the Micra over here. This is supposed to be for aerodynamics. This obviously comes with a rear spoiler. Not many cars in this range come with the rear spoiler. Here you have the spray for the water and your danger light or your sporty tail light. This has LED lights over here, and this is the Xtronic CVT. This car also has the rear parking sensors that you can see over here, which are obviously aftermarket. They don't seem to have come with the company. Overall, I have been driving this car for almost about 4 to 5 days now, and I don't see any issues on this. This car should be on sale for about 3.5 lakhs. Being a single owner, done just about 45,000 kilometers, and the special, obviously, that it's an automatic. On the inside of the Micra, so this is your steering wheel, your steering mounted controls. You press the start stop button and your mirrors open up automatically. It's got the auto AC, the climate control. This is your music system. You have extra space over here. You've got more space to keep stuff over here. That's the rear sensors, the indication for the rear sensors. So it's done about 45,767 kilometers. You can adjust the steering wheel. It doesn't have the reach function. You have a microphone over here for your Bluetooth. Driver side airbag. There's a mirror over here for the co-passenger. Fancy finish. This is all soft touch. This is obviously hard. Little bit of wear and tear over here. So here you have your mirrors to close your mirrors. So I just press that and the mirrors close. So you can have this on auto mode. This is to adjust the direction of your mirrors, and this is for the headlight. This is your auto lock. I mean, yeah, it's got auto lock, so as soon as you cross about 10 kilometers, the doors get auto locked. So this button is for that, and then you have your 4 power windows, a little bit of space over here, and then over here you can also adjust the seat height. The adjustment is over here. Apart from that, you have your automatic gear shift knob. So being the CVT, you only have drive and the low gear mode. Over here on the side you have the sport mode. This activates the sport mode when you're in drive. So the sport light is highlighted now. And this is the shift lock to have, so when you're going on highways, you'll probably be using this. So you can use this aux and USB this place to even charge your phone. You have another charging socket there which is kind of worn out. Ample amount of space in the back. This being with the seat almost pushed, not so much in the front, but yeah, there's a lot of space here. And behind me also you can see there's a bit of space. Comes with 4 speakers. The built-in music system. Overall, this car is very neat on the inside, especially this center console, which has been upgraded from the previous generation Micra, which kind of looked very bland. This has obviously looks like they've taken this design from the Sunny. And the newer versions have the steering wheel change, and they look more like the ones that come on the premium cars like the Tiana and the Sunny. Even otherwise, this steering wheel feels pretty good to hold. It's pretty comfortable and it's pretty light. This being the XP version comes with dual airbags, one being here and another one over here. Overall, this is a very, very neat car and an upgrade to what I was driving previously, which was the AMT Tata Nano. That, however, got sold pretty soon because you wouldn't find many cars in that range at about 1,80,000 and being an automatic. Okay, that was basically an AMT. This is a pure automatic, which is a CVT. So let's get driving this car and see how it feels in the city and on the open road. So let's start our journey now. Seat belt on, put it into drive and see how the Micra performs. That's the auto closing door locks. So right now I'm in the normal mode, which is not the sport mode. So this is a plain stretch of road, so I'm gonna try and gun it now and let's see how it seamless shifting. There's a lot of road noise coming in. There seems to be a lot of dust also at the behind. So this being the 2013 model, it came with quite a few features what most cars didn't come with, like your start stop button, your steering mounted controls, the auto closing mirrors, and of course this piano black finish with the automatic climate control. This also has Bluetooth and aux, which, like I mentioned before, it is over there. So this is a tricky turn. So let's see if I can get out from here. So this being the CVT, it takes a bit of time, unlike the other automatics like the Honda and all, which the acceleration is instant. This one takes a bit of time to actually accelerate, but then you're almost there at 80 right now. So for the way back, I'm going to now put it into sport mode. As you can see, sport mode is activated here. Let's take the U-turn. And it's got a pretty good turning radius. So now it's in the sport mode, and I'm not... Okay, the accelerator is not all the way down, but you can see it's going up to 80. And the pickup was very, very linear. And it's still giving me some more power. The CVT being the continuous variable transmission, it keeps on giving power as and when you need it. The only issue with this car I find is that when you are overtaking it, you need to calculate your overtakes, you need to calculate your cuts, because it not always has power on tap. Unlike the other automatics in the for example the Honda City, you will always have power whenever you want to overtake. So I chose to drive on the ECR today because it's going to be empty and there's not going to be much traffic. So I can actually drive and test the automatic gearbox, see its responsiveness. Obviously in the city you're not going to drive more than 40, so your automatic is going to fare pretty well. You'll not be able to put the gearbox at a good stress point to see how it responds from a 0 to 100 or 0 to 60. The only thing about the Micra is they could have added more dampenings inside the vehicle to avoid the road noise from coming in. Otherwise, see, this overtaking is pretty easy, pretty smooth. The braking is pretty good. You've got ABS on whenever you need it. The AC is amazing in this car. The one thing about the Japanese is they know how to do their air conditioning systems, and this one, obviously it's set at 19 right now, but otherwise I'm in this Chennai heat, it is pretty good. It works pretty well. This one, comparing other cars, like you'd probably in this price range, you'd probably find an i10 automatic, you'd find a Brio automatic. But the problem with the Brio is it's a little expensive. You will not get it for around 3.5 lakhs. You'll probably get it a little more higher, say about 4 lakhs for a 2013 model. I had a Brio 2012 model that was a second owner, and I think I had sold that for about 3.3 or something like that. Speed breakers are easy on this car. It's got good ground clearance, and I have a green signal and I still need to let these people go. That's a nice GL over there. GLS rather. No, it's a GL350. I wonder why they put only the 350 on this. They should have given a bigger engine on that car, the massive size that it has. And don't brake, I don't want to crash into you. I'd probably have to leave my car and walk home if I almost crashed into him. Still, I'm again on the sport mode, and trying to find more road to actually overtake this guy. What I feel about the sport mode is it always wants you to have that power in it, and now in this kind of situation I'm unable to actually floor it, so it wants you to floor it. So this is where if you have a bit of traffic in front of you, you'd obviously want to put it in the normal mode. Okay, taking. But then see, now acceleration was pretty easy. So we're heading on to the IT expressway now, and again the power is so linear. There's no stress on the gearbox. The Micra is so smooth, and I'm doing 100. I mean, I was unable to achieve 100 over there, but over here it seems to have already gotten me to 100. It says it's giving me about 30 kilometers per liter at the instant. Okay, it's saying 6.4 right now because I'm doing about 80, and it's back to 30 again. The suspension could have been a little more stiffer, but then this is what you could expect from a small hatchback that is mainly used for city driving. Overall, it's a very good buy in this price range to actually have a small automatic car to move around in the city, to maneuver these kind of traffic situations where you have so many people coming out of everywhere. This used to be the toll gate before. And that's UniqCarz, which has all the fancy cars. I'm still in sport mode, and it seems to be, because we have an open road and there's no bumper to bumper traffic, it's giving me a smooth operation. Oh well, they've opened the right, so I need to take my right. And where is the signal? Oh, there's the signal. Oops. So braking is also good. Seems to be a lot of traffic, people going out of the city. Today was the election results, and I guess that's why there's been a lot of people on the road celebrating the victory. The steering is so light, it's so comfortable, you can just zip in and out of traffic. So all this, I'm doing this in the sport mode without changing it back to my normal mode. And that's a red. Okay, let's go back to the normal mode now and see how the acceleration is. It's going to be a little slow. It's not going to have so much. Okay, there we go. You see, it took off slightly slower, but then this is not bad. I mean, I'm already at 60. The best part about this, the automatics is that you don't really use your left leg at all. It's sleeping most of the time. All you're using is the brake and the accelerator, and that's what you'd use from your right leg. So now this I'm doing in the normal mode, where I'm supposed to be averaging more fuel. I'm getting better fuel economy. This car is so small, it's so easy to drive, move in and out of traffic. Okay, let me go. Are you going? Go. Pretty comfortable. The AC is pretty good. I think I can keep it at 20. Okay, this guy wants to cut left. So the ordinary mode, you need to punch the accelerator a little bit more to actually get in a little more power. So changing back into sport mode again. I don't know if you can see the sport mode light is on. So probably it's in these conditions that you will probably need to use the sport mode, where you're all the time, you're between 60 and 80. And if you're between 20 and 40, you'd rather be in the normal mode. Overall, the CVT has fared pretty well. It's not given me not many jerks. It's pretty smooth. Man, there's a lot of traffic. So I've switched out the sport mode now because I don't need so much power. There seems to be a lot of traffic in front. There were almost 4 buses in front of me. Overall, this 3-cylinder engine seems to be, it's about 1200 cc, 3 cylinders, an automatic gearbox on top of it, the CVT, which they usually say is a little underpowered as compared to the DSG gearbox which the Polos have. That is amazing. There's no comparison with that kind of a gearbox and the Volkswagen's engineering. Overall, if you're looking to do about 40 to 50 kilometers in a day, I think something like the i10 that you see in front of me, that car also comes with an automatic. We used to sell a lot of these cars back in 2012, 13 and 14 because at that time there were only very few automatic cars in the market. Nowadays you have the AMTs, the lot of the Celerio AMTs that have come in, which do not perform that well. I personally don't like an AMT, but it does the job. You can get around traffic. You feel jerks. You can feel every gear change. It's as if you can feel the front and backward movement. So I don't really like that because you don't have linear power like you get in these kind of vehicles, or these kind of transmission, that is. So now, so this kind of traffic, perfect for the normal mode. Keep it in drive and just concentrate on traffic and regulate your speed. That's all you need to do. No worries about gear changing and trying to depress the clutch, because these guys will never let you go, and overtaking these guys is like, it's a real pain. There are too many blind spots around. I'd rather not take the risk of trying to overtake. I don't know, for such a big bus, why do they have such small lights? They need to have bigger lights to show that they're braking. That's a good overtaking power there. This is all in the normal mode. Okay, I thought this was a private bus. I didn't realize he'll be stopping here. This is one amazing vehicle, the C220 CDI. Gives amazing mileage. It's not very expensive to maintain. Doesn't have too much of electronics in it, and it's still a looker on them when it drives around. I had one of this. I had the petrol version, which was amazing. That was a 2000cc with the supercharger, not the turbo. Okay, I thought that guy would let me go, but just contemplating whether I should take the left or go through traffic. I think I'll go through traffic just to show you how the drive is in an automatic. Oh, that's heavy braking. This is the thing about India, you have people coming from all over the place. Just when I thought I was going to floor it. So okay, let's go into the sport mode now and see how fast we can go up the flyover. So that's sport mode, and I'm on an elevation. I'm already at 60. Doing about 80. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to overtake this guy. Yeah, this is a pretty high flyover. I can almost see the city skyline. Right. Okay, that's some good turning. It's handling pretty well on the turn. And now we don't need the sport mode, so I'm going to switch it off and put it back in the normal mode. The sport mode is just a small button over here, that's all. Okay. Right there, my fuel meter seems to be blinking. Seem to have exhausted my 500 bucks of fuel. I'm doing almost 40 kilometers, a little bit more than 40 actually, because I filled it probably yesterday I filled it, and I've used the car a little bit before I took it on a little long drive. Ooh, watch where you're going, mate. This car's got pretty big windows. It's got a good all-round visibility is pretty good in this car. You can look around very easily, because there's a lake over there. Okay, before the bus blocks my view, I need to overtake him. That's the normal mode, and it takes a bit of time to get there if you're really punching it. If you're gonna ask it to deliver linear power, it'll surely do that. But if you suddenly want power, it takes a few seconds to get there. Where is the signal? Oh, there's a red. That's a red. Hey, that's a green for the left. Okay. Why don't they have signals over here? Why do I have to look over there? Just crossing Phoenix Mall, and surprising to see the road so empty today. I guess everybody's partying out with the election win. Nah, it's a dry day in Chennai today, so I guess there's no alcohol. So my hands are actually getting cold. Need to increase the temperature to 22. No, I increased the blower. I think that's 22. That's a bad patch of road. Still seems to be doing well. The suspension seems to be acting pretty well. Oh, so we're gonna see some horses crossing. That's nice. This is the Madras Race Club on the right, and I think that's the stables for the horses. And I wish I could own one of these horses. So this is a regular sight on this road. It's called the Cart Track Road, and you usually find horses crossing over here, obviously with their security guards. And there's a lot of traffic. Just hope I don't flip. I need to pick up a Baleno AMT or an automatic and see how it fares. And those cars have sold a lot, being from the Maruti stable, but I don't appreciate the Maruti brand so much because of their flimsy cars, but nonetheless their cars are good city drivers, and they are supposed to be the most cheapest to maintain, most fuel efficient. But they compromise a lot on quality, like the AC quality or the your internal quality, because they know they're a winner anyway. Not like the Nissan guys have to actually give you extra features to actually sell their cars, like the start and stop button, your auto folding mirrors and all that stuff. Just imagine, this car came out in 2010 and it had all these features which only were available in the premium cars, like your 10 lakh plus segment cars. My Linea, which was a 14 lakh car, doesn't have the auto folding mirror, but obviously he's got the automatic climate control, he's got the automatic wipers, automatic headlamps and all that thing. So finally I pulled up into my favorite filling station and I'm gonna finish my filling right now. So I'll hope to see you in the next video with a new car, with a different car, and let's see how that fares.